What's up, guys? My name is Fowobi. Welcome to the African Man podcast. Today, we'll be talking about how to reinvent yourself, level up lifestyle. We'll be right back. How to design your lifestyle and reinvent yourself. This is for my fellows out there, to my ladies out there that wants to level up. The number one question you should ask yourself is, do you really want to level up? And why do you want to level up? Why do you want to reinvent yourself? Write the reason down on the number one level. Now, you need to understand that just because you want to change your life, it's not something that is going to happen instantly. There is the gap between the planning and the doing. So, you need to write that down too. That okay, this is not something that would happen immediately, and this is not something that will take forever. You need to put a timestamp to it and let's say the next 2 years I need to be at this level. So the number 3 will be you need to create a vision for yourself. Like I said previously, you need to write a time down that okay, in the next 5 years I'm gonna be the president of the world. In the next 5 years I'm gonna be the boss of a company. In the next 2 years I'm gonna be this. Gonna be that. In the next 5 months, my life will be like this. You need to write these things down and make plans for your future self. And mind you, your future self will be happy. And at the same time, you need to put a table down where you write down your accomplishment. As you accomplish these things down, you just don't accomplish and toss it away. So this way you have a grateful mindset. This is how you become more grateful that okay, I accomplished this. Even though it's little, even though it's small, you need to write these things down so you can appreciate life more and say, okay, I did this thing. This is what I did for myself. I am grateful. The number 4 will be goal setting, making your dreams into a goal. When you write it down, you need to write a feasibility studies on how to accomplish these goals. This is where you build strategies. Like, okay, this is how I'm going to accomplish these things. This is what I want to do. This is the numbers of workers I will need to accomplish this thing. This is the numbers of credit card I need to get to accomplish these dreams. Take, for example, if you want to go into real estate, take a real estate class, or you need to find a mentor. So you need to write these things down. If you want to go into the salon business, like let's say a salon or cosmetics business, you need to write down the strategies and reach out to people that are already in the business. Or you need to go do your research about how people are doing it. So that way you're not walking blindly, and see if you can actually endure, the struggle of these dreams you have set out for yourself. Now, number 5, I would say you need to work on your habits. It's one thing for you to set out a dream. Everybody has negative habits. You need to set it out and see a way you can tone it down. Take out some of your bad habits that will prevent you from accomplishing your dreams. If you gamble, you need to stop that so you can actually put your money into business and flourish. If you spend money on women unnecessarily, you need to stop that too. But look deep into yourself and figure out how to better yourself by separating your negative habits and things that will prevent you from accomplishing your dreams. Now, the number 6 is this. Most people don't know what failure is. Most people think it's a joke. Failure is not, it's nothing to joke about. Okay, just imagine the people that started a business, that opened up a business before the pandemic. And 2 weeks after they open up that business, the government shut down, the whole economy. That is failure for them. They probably didn't plan for that. So you need to understand what failure is before you dive into a business. Like I said, you need to know if you can actually withstand the pressure and the downside of these dreams you are going into. The number 7 would be, it is impossible to do these things by yourself. You need to get help. You need to get a mentor. Reach out to people for help. Like I said, do your research, go to YouTube, go to, search engines out there and ask friends, families, let people that you trust know that, okay, this is what I want to do. What do you guys think? So that way you're not just walking blindly. You're not just diving into this thing by yourself. You can actually see people that genuinely want to help you. And that way you can easily, you can flourish. Now, the number 8 would be, you need to keep learning. You need to keep learning. If you want to accomplish a dream, learning is not something you learn and you just, learning, it's a continuous process. It's not just something you learn briefly and say, okay, I know everything. It is impossible to know everything when it comes to accomplishing things and reinventing yourself. There are new ideas out there. There are new things to continue, to learn continuously. And don't, swallow your ego. Just keep learning. Keep learning. Now you need to get out of your comfort zone, which is the number 10. You need to get out of your comfort zone. If you live, let's say you live in New York City and you want to do a business and your mentor is in Atlanta, you need to get your ass to Atlanta. You need to leave the East Coast and go there. And you need to get out there. You need to get out there and leave your comfort zone. You're in comfort zone. There is nothing. No miracles don't happen in comfort zone. You need to go out there and face the challenges. Though you will face that challenge if you want to reinvent yourself, if you want to upgrade, if you want to if you want to be supreme, you will face ups and downs. But this is how people grow. This is how people level up. That's the reason why I would recommend you don't do these things by yourself. You need to reach out to people that have been in the game before you. You need to have a mentor. You need to have friends and families that genuinely wants to help you around you, because the chances that you will fail in your first trial, it's really high. And number 10 would be you need to take one step at a time. Take for example, if you want to go into tech of making what Apple is making, Apple product. Apple has been around for a long time. If you want to compete with a company like that, you will try though. So be gentle with yourself and understand that Rome is not built in a day. Be gentle with yourself. I mentioned earlier you need to swallow your ego. The number 11 would be you need to check your ego. You need to check your ego, girl. Like, ego will prevent you from becoming your full potential. You need to swallow your ego or just toss it away. You don't need the ego. Ego has its advantage, but when it comes to reinventing yourself, I don't see the reason why you need ego. You need to toss it away and humble yourself. Apply humility. It will make your journey easy, and then you can touch the stars on an easy level. Now the next one would be you need to keep your finances in check. Just because you want to reinvent yourself and it's gonna cost you money to reinvent yourself, that doesn't mean you blow your money up and spend all the money just because I want to achieve something. You need to test the water, one of your toes. Don't just jump into it to see how deep it is, because then it might even take your life, and we don't want that. So you need to check your finances and see if you're capable of doing these things. Like I said, you need to see if you can actually withstand the pressure of what you're diving into. If you want to reinvent yourself, you need to start one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself, guys. Be kind to yourself. Now, the number 13, though, people will suggest to you need to start your day early. My recommendation would be you need to go with the flow of what you feel is good for you. I am not a morning person. I don't wake up by 5. I have never woke, I just don't. I don't function that well. I sleep very late. I sleep around 12 o'clock in the midnight. Some days I sleep 1 or 2 o'clock. But every day I wake up 8 o'clock. Every day I wake up 8 o'clock, which is how my body works. You need to follow your body how it works for you. So take for example, if you're going into stocks, the stock market open around 6. So you need to get up by 5. That's different. For me, I don't, I have a couple of stocks and crypto and but I am not a trader. I'm just an investor. I'm just a civilian. Who invests money, which is different. So you need to follow your time and what works for you. You need to follow your time and what works for you. Now, the number 14 would be this: you need to be aggressive when going for your goals. It's not gonna be easy. That is the reason why you have to be very, very aggressive when it comes to achieving your goals. You have to be very, very aggressive. But you apply humility along the way, because when you're too aggressive, when you meet your challenges though, some challenges though, you need to perform you need to present yourself you're not as intelligent as you seem. So that way the challenge is gonna overlook you, because some days, and because most of the days though, the challenges you will face is a human being. You get what I'm saying? Most of the challenges you will face is a human being or is caused by a human being. So you can't be 100% aggressive. You can be aggressive, but when you get to certain things, when you get to certain stages, you apply wisdom. But be aggressive with your goals though, which means that when you set a time that, okay, in 5 years or in 2 years or in 1 year, in 6 months, in so time, I would have done this. You better be on that time and walk your ass off to achieve that goal. This is how you be aggressive though. This is how you apply aggressiveness so you can achieve these goals and you can be the better version that you've always wanted to be. Now, number 15 will be, what happens when you lose focus? What happens when you lose all the money and you get depressed? What happens when you get back to your old ways? What would you do? These are plans you need to put in place. Take, for example, you need a mentor. You need a strong family member, or you need a friend. Like I said, people that genuinely wants to help you. You need those people around you, because the chances that you will fail at your first attempt, it is there. Towards you reinventing yourself, it's not something that will be easy. That's the reason why you need a mentor. You need people that genuinely care about you around you, because the chances that you will fail, it is there. You write this down, build a strategy around it. Okay, this is what will happen when I fail. This is what I need to do. So that way, you just don't bust your ass and end up losing everything, and then you start from scratch and you lose everything. Nobody wants that for nobody. Now, the number 16, which is the last one, is, what if you're not strong enough? What if you started that journey and you get to the middle of it and the pressure is just too much for you and you stop and you say, okay, I think I'm about to quit. I need to quit. What do I do? These are plans you need. These are strategies. I mentioned when I first started this topic, I said you need to build strategies around inventing yourself, because the chances that it will happen, you get to a stage where you say, this is not for me. What do you do then? You need to write down these strategies. These are things you need to think about. Now, okay, when I get to this stage and this struggle is too much for me, it seems like this is not for me. What do I need to do? Do I go back to my old ways? People will laugh at me. Do I want people to laugh at me? Can I stand my friends laughing at me? These are things you need to work on. Everybody wants to level up. Majority of the people wants to level up. People wants to level up. People want to reinvent themselves. But the reason why most people fail is that people don't plan and people don't strategize. You need to understand that there is a gap between planning and doing. You see that gap, which is, let's say this is planning and this is doing. The gap in between is the struggle. When you have a solid, concrete strategy, you will bypass any obstacle. It's life. It is the joy of life. We look forward to these things. We embrace it. And this is how we became supreme. We didn't just wake up one morning and got here. Be well, guys. I'll see you again. Easy.